There was a time my mind felt like a ship caught in a relentless storm, with the voices of 100 captains all screaming different orders at once. I called it a motivation problem. I labeled myself lazy, disorganized, and adrift. To fix it, I built elaborate systems of to-do lists and ambitious goals, believing that rigid structure was the lighthouse that would guide me to shore. But every morning, the ship remained stuck, turning in circles, the lists just pieces of paper getting soaked in the storm. The problem was never the ship. It was the chaos on the deck. I was fighting a war inside myself, my desires against my fears, my past regrets against my future anxieties, all fueled by the noise of expectations and comparisons. The change didn't come from a new productivity hack or a grander goal. It came from surrender. One gray afternoon, I simply stopped trying to steer. I let the ship drift and went below deck, into the quiet. I finally understood that my exhaustion wasn't from a lack of effort, but from the invisible weight of carrying everyone else's dreams, old wounds, and silent disappointments. My emotions, which I had treated like mutineers to be thrown overboard, were actually the ship's crew trying to give me a vital report. Fear was telling me I was sailing on a map, drawn by someone else. Apathy was signaling that my current destination held no meaning for me. This pause wasn't giving up. It was the most courageous act I'd ever taken. It was a step back, to finally listen, to distinguish my true voice from the echo of fear. In that newfound quiet, I began to ask different questions. Not, what should I achieve? But, what do I truly want? Just for today. Not, what will they think? But, if no one was watching, what would make me feel alive? The answers weren't grand. They were whispers. A walk in the woods, sketching in an old notebook, calling a friend I missed. Slowly, by honoring these small, authentic truths, the internal storm began to calm. The conflicting voices faded, replaced by a single, clear compass pointing toward my own north. True motivation, I discovered, isn't a fire you force into existence. It is the quiet, steady glow that emerges when you heal the chaos within. So you are no longer worn down by the noise, but guided by the clarity of your own soul.